Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, defense. 18. Hey, alert. 56. Check.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Push him back. Red, go. 53.
Now Trubisky. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
58 to Mike.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. See some heads shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 7-yard line.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
Go. 58, right?
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A quick toss out right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Love in the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st down, Green Bay.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Love. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Packers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Love 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
A gain of 7, and a Packer 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
There's no doubt that he has plenty of heart, but you got to be careful with those receivers that are slight of build. They leave themselves open to some pretty big hits across the middle. That pass, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
On the run for Green
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Love from the gun. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Working out of the gun. Love. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Love's pass complete to
Devontae Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The kick is
And
good.
this one through the uprights and good.
The game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He'll buy some time right. Open man is Komet, the tight end. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. 7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Cohen. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 28. 36 yards on the play.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you...
Now Trubisky lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing here, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Play action. Now Trubisky. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Following the interception, Love. He's going to go for a bit. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Make them do it again, baby. Make them do it again.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire. And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That's complete to Mooney. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Trubisky to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
2nd and inches at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down right at
officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Trubisky. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They go play action with Trubisky. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
There is a top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Green Bay.
Play action this time with Love. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Final play of the half. Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Knight. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Play fake. Here's Love. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something.
Through an opening, and there he goes. 30. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 68 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. This is Cohen, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. It turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Trubisky will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Lock in. Come off the ball. Hey, check right 27. Check right 27. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On third down, Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Flexing his muscle at the 30. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will score a pick-6 for Bears touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Point after try for Santos. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
The score, Packers 21, Bears 17.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this carries into the end zone.
Stiff-armed him.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Love back to it here after the pick-6. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
But that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Quick pass out to Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Forced out to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
2-yard line.
For with Tariq Cohen, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Bears 24. Packers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is
accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Packers.
On the carry.
Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have retaken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Get right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at about the 28. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30.
Come on and get it.
Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers add on to their lead.
When you start at your own 20, oftentimes defenses play you for the run. They stack the line of scrimmage. They decided, let's not run into that mess. Let's get outside, get to the perimeter, go high, wide, and handsome, and throw that bad boy downfield.
Beautiful ball, good catch, and then it was off to the races, one play, and in the end zone.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Going up top for Miller. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Miller. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Trubisky. And he's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Anthony Miller, 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 3-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. And Trubisky's going to keep it.
Quick throw complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field, the extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And 9 at the 39-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Oh, he shifts past him.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brings up third down.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
With Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, and that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Off the play fake, Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Again, it's Jones. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Crosby missed it. No good. Wide to the left for Crosby. And this score will stay right where it is.
I can remember a game here in Chicago a few years back. It was so blustery that Robbie Gould tried a field goal and just about kicked it out of bounds. Once that wind starts coming in off Lake Michigan, it can cause havoc in the kicking game.
One last shot for Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Green Bay, they're winning.